So you've heard me talk about the importance of developing your leadership in building a music career. There's no harm in anyone learning leadership principles, even if they don't one day become a leader. But what I'm recognizing is that there are actually two ways to make it to the top. There isn't just one. And not everyone is a driven leader type. They just aren't. So more and more I'm recognizing there isn't just one way. One way is to be a driven leader, but another way, well, we're going to cover that in this episode. So let's talk about qualities of a driven leader. What does that look like? You know, a driven leader has many qualities, so I can't really cover them all here, but I'll touch on basically three things that would characterize someone who's very driven. First is they're quick to go from vision to reality. They're able to take a vision and move it to reality rapidly. It's almost like they have an idea and snap, 6 months later, there it is. Maybe it's an idea for an EP or a song. Maybe it's an entire album. Probably in 6 months, I'd say they'd be able to complete an album because they're just that driven, and chances are they've got experiences and skills to back up that as well. And one of the reasons they're able to go from vision to reality so quickly is because they're able to harness their energy and focus and concentrate on the thing that they want to accomplish, not just starting it, but actually completing it, finishing it. Next is they're always looking ahead. Leader is someone who is tuned in to the needs of others, the needs of themselves, the needs of their company or business, the needs of their career. So they aren't just thinking about the things that they need to do now or complete now. Most of us end up focusing there. They're creating charts and graphs, and they have the statistics, and they're aware of next steps to take. So if there's things that are not working, their mind is already into next week or next month or next year going, this thing isn't working, we need to stop this now. And if something is working, they're already going, oh, here's how we can boost our performance next week. And because they take responsibility for others, they're anticipating the needs of others. They aren't just thinking about themselves. They're going, okay, this person is in this state of mind right now. Because of that, they might need this resource to be able to be at optimal performance. Or this team member may need to go on vacation in a couple of weeks because it's starting to look like they're a little burnt out and I've given them a little too much work. So leaders are always looking ahead. They're not just present to what's going on now, they're present of factors that are going to be affecting things in the weeks, months to come. Next, leaders are always readers. And I know some of you don't really take this seriously, but I do. I don't just listen to audios. I think that's really great. If you're listening to audiobooks and podcasts and audio programs, I also like to turn all the courses that I've purchased into audios that I can go and listen to on my phone in my car. But leaders self-educate themselves in a variety of ways. They don't just listen to audios because they know there's intense and immense value in reading as well. So I always read. I like to read. Sometimes I don't get to reading as much as I would like to read, but I still read all the time. And really all you got to do, you could be the worst at reading in the world, and that's really okay. All you got to do is read 2 pages and make sure whatever bookmark you're using moves to the next page every single day. That's all you got to do. If you're not sure what to read, we've suggested many books through the years, including my own. You might want to check out our recommended resources and tools. So those are some of the qualities that a leader would possess, a driven leader. Not the only qualities, there definitely are others, but those are some of the ones that I would look for. Okay, so what if you're someone that doesn't possess these qualities? And in fact, no matter how hard you try to develop yourself, you're just not getting there. Well, some of us are pretty average and ordinary. And you know what? That's not really a bad thing to admit. It's really better to have clarity on who you are than to delude yourself. A lot of people love to delude themselves. They think they're better in pretty much every area of life. This is what the statistics show, that people think they are better drivers than others. People think they are above average looks. People think they are above average in pretty much every possible way they can think of. And that's not possible because average is average. So what's available to someone who wants to make it to the top but is not a driven leader? What you can do is hitch your wagon to a star. And that means to go and find the driven leaders and hitch your wagon to them. Honestly, I'm surprised that a lot of people don't do this because they're convinced that they are an e-commerce guru or a content marketing ninja or a Facebook wizard of some kind, and many times they're mistaken in their assumptions. Everyone's just trying to do their own thing. They want to be known for their blog or their podcast or their music or their book or their course, but they don't take things from vision to reality very quickly, or they don't finish many things. Now, I have many unfinished projects, but I've finished plenty, including 7 books and 44 songs that I've published and much, much more. So if you're not in that habit and you don't find that you're someone who can take a vision and turn it into reality very quickly, you need to go and find yourself a driven leader because they're going somewhere, right? And you can go with them. All you have to do is be loyal to them and serve them. Do you think every bass player was a driven leader? Okay, I'm poking at bass players a little bit. I jest. But some of us are average. Some of us are ordinary. And that's okay. We just need to find a leader that we can hitch our wagon to. So those are the 2 ways to make it to the top, even if you're not a driven leader. Thanks for listening.
It's coming up fast and there's no time. Clean Slate 2024 is coming up fast, February 16th in Victoria, BC. You don't want to miss out on this incredible live music and multimedia event with a dosage of inspiration to light you up creatively and to have an amazing 2024. Once again, that's Clean Slate. You don't want to miss out. Go to davidandrewweeb.com and you'll either have the option to get updates, win tickets, or buy tickets as soon as they go on sale. So once again, I invite you to go to davidandrewweeb.com and get your tickets right away. See you there.